Welcome to the Tomosi Business Training Series. The basis of these sessions is to support the Tomosi Group staff and management to raise their capabilities and performance. The series is also a platform to share our experience with young entrepreneurs, making an effort to build their startups in Uganda and across Africa.
Our first measure of early warning system was at customer level. The second one is at staff level. As members of staff of an enterprise, we are the face of a business. And regular review of our performance to avoid some of us building enclaves and silos that eventually degenerate into incompetence, all the while thinking we are working our way up and hoping that we are making a difference. An early warning system helps. It helps build an early warning system into our actions, into our behaviors. Let me tell you something, even good people, people who set out to do the right thing, they become incompetent and they lose when they are not regularly checked for performance, when they are not guided in the right way by a particular set of principles that I call early warning system. We learned a few weeks ago that we should be more mission focused, not necessarily to get lost in the woods of regulations and rules, important as they are, because you can confuse rules and mission. Therefore, things like staff complaints, staff solutions that come out of engagement and conversations that solutions provided, staff training sessions like what we try to do here, they are all early warning systems to spot danger at a distance and to act preventively. Do you remember upstream efforts in our last segment as guided by the book? I mentioned the book by the Heath brothers. Now I hope many of you will be looking this book to read it for yourself. This was number 2. Number 3, another level of early warning system is at the financial level. The pandemic has taught us that the income and expenditure statement of a business on a monthly or weekly basis can provide red light warning, stop, there is danger. Can provide warning on actions to stop, activities to undertake, to improve revenue generation. You know that the fuel the business runs on in the end is its ability to generate revenue. Each one of us, therefore, in this early warning system must ask ourselves a question: how much did my effort this week bring into the cash till? Because that takes you into what you're doing every day. Often the question we tend to ask as staff and shareholders of a business or directors is, how much am I paid end of the month? But the pandemic has shown us that we need to ask the question of income first to the business, and then the question of expenditure comes after, because you spend what you make. In the end, if you spend what you don't make, you'll crash and burn. The early warning system at a financial level affects or indicates a company's position on its future investment into the very business it wants to grow. It indicates returns that shareholders expect, or shows us if we're simply marking time and not moving forward. Now I want to ask you that the early warning system at this level should be open to all of us in an enterprise. In other words, we should all look at our income statement in order to avoid speculation or false expectations by many of us involved in the business. This was number 3. Number 4 level of early warning system is what I call the regulatory level. The pandemic has shown us that taxes, social security costs, insurance charges, the costs of maintenance of facilities, these things will have to go on regardless of the income levels of an enterprise. Each of these cost centers keeps their demands on, and there is no amount of pleading with these regulators that will save a business, other than continuing to find new sources of income to deal with today and yesterday's problems. Now, a ringing bell, a warning system that we're entering danger zone in this area is needed at this level to ensure each member of staff, especially those members of staff, if they feel responsible and accountable for their daily actions, they should know where we stand on the regulatory system as a warning measure. The matter of paying the regulators of a business is non-negotiable. If you want to stay in business, grow and scale. But what I have learned is that the matter of maintenance of facilities often comes off as an orphan when a business is in danger. Basic things like servicing equipment of all kinds at work, computers, pest control, water systems, power systems, drainages, managing gardens, servers for IT control, broken furniture, vehicles, paint that wears off. All these things can easily be forgotten and they fall into very horrible disrepair. This is because many of us in a crisis think of survival. We don't think of aesthetics and infrastructure. But a good early warning system should tell us that to replace a broken glass or to tend a garden that is going out of way or have a computer virus software to stop data destruction or even keeping ourselves healthy and fit is key to keep doing business and to overcome the issues of today and prepare for a better tomorrow. So these are the 4 early warning centers I wanted to share with you this morning as we end the year 2021. I am reminded as we close the year of the old Hebrew saying that, and I quote, "If you can solve a problem with money, then it wasn't a problem in the first place. It was simply a cost," close quote. Many of the problems we face that require an early warning system aren't simply solved by money. Although we tend to think that if we had all the money in the world, we would solve all our problems and be happy. Well, I want to tell you this isn't true because real business problems, real issues, social problems, they are more intricate, they are more long-term, they are more structural in nature, they take time to see and solve, and most important, they require a particular mindset to solve them. Money often plays a small part in that. You can have all the money in the world, but you won't put a dent into problems you face. Let me give you an example. The Shah, the last Shah of Iran, a fellow who was called Mohammad Reza Pahlavi, he tried to recreate an ancient Persian empire, a city of 2,500 years earlier, by doing a celebration and a festival in 1971 in a desert. He learned a hard lesson, that past glory does not often answer today's problems. I want you to go and Google that story. By 1979, this Shah was overthrown in an Islamic revolution led from outside of the country. And for the last 42 years, Iran has taken a whole different course from what the Shah had intended. What's the moral of this story? That past successes, therefore, past success often does not always prepare us for tomorrow's challenges, but attitude and mindset often does. Let us therefore focus on a renewed mindset to deal with the coming years. Now, early in the year 2022, God willing, we shall tackle the 7 key drivers of enterprise competitiveness. This week, I visited the Flower and Herbs Export Enterprise in somewhere in Namlong and Gayas around Kampala, and it led me to some deeper thinking about this upcoming subject. Let us meet over this early in the year, God giving us a good crossover. Have a great weekend. Have a wonderful Christmas season. Enjoy responsibly. This season, don't spend too much. Stay within your limits. And have a great crossover into the new year. And may the Lord bless you and your family. Thank you.
We would like to hear from you. Please email us at info@tapmedia.com and visit our website at www.tapmedia.com. You can also visit our offices located at Tomosi Business Park, Luzira, Port Bell Road, or call 0414 220 702. Thank you.